Only very well bowled. Why do you think it is that the third session, on both days actually, has been so, I don't want to say kind to the bowlers, but a lot of the wickets have fallen in the third session? Is there a particular reason for that?
I think it's just the general thing at Supersport Park. In general, there's quite a lot of wickets late on in the day. Maybe it could be because of the sun and just things happening a little bit more in the wicket. But it seems to be a regular occurrence over here, and don't have any explanation really. But like I said, you could see here and there the balls misbehaving a bit, so that could possibly be contributing to it.
And can you talk a little bit about your third spell today? I mean, you had those guys who were behind you sort of revving up a little bit, and then that's also when you took 2 wickets in the over, and then the third one. Just how did that pan out?
Yeah, it was nice having a little bit of a crowd base at the back, but I think there was most of the time there was something happening with the ball, and it was just trying to use that. The wind was blowing across for the right-handers as well, so all of those factors. Gage bowled well before that as well. I think his 4 overs he did really well from that end, and then I'm just trying to sort of capitalize on what he did and try and take that momentum further. So just especially against the right-handers, there was a little bit of movement, and like I said, just a little bit of breeze, and that played into our favour.
Over the last period of time, you as a bowling attack have had to go out there without a lot of runs to work with after the first innings. Was it nice to actually have a bit more this time, as silly as that sounded? Was it a bit different to some of the situations you've been in?
Yeah, obviously our last 2 series was against 2 very good teams, not taking anything away from West Indies. But we played England in England and Australia in Australia, so it was quite tough, and we didn't manage to get too much runs. It was a nice feeling going out knowing that we can try and defend it or try and sort of get a lead in the first innings. And yeah, I think we did a pretty good job at the end of the day. Looking back at it, try to control the run rate where we can. I think that was also a major thing. Gerald coming in, it was nice to see him sort of playing his game, doing his thing, and then the rest of us trying to control the rate but still be attacking as well. So it was just nice to see how guys have learned over the last sort of 6 months, and just taking the momentum into this as well, probably from the T20s and all of that.
Just going to go for that again, then we'll move over to the side.
And I think you kept Gerald, and just how do you think he did today? It was a big occasion, his family were here, and obviously he's a bit of a character.
Yeah, very happy for him. He deserves it. He's been bowling lots of overs. He's been bowling high paces domestically. He was with us for England with the white ball. He was with us for Australia for the red ball. Seeing him develop as well, Langeveld helped him a little bit here and there, and just sort of getting small twitches, and really happy for him to finally get the wicket. I think we all could see the celebration and how happy he was after that first wicket, and I'm sure it's going to be a long career for him going forward.
You made mention of trying to keep run rates under control. Having faced England and Australia previously as the last teams that you faced, did you feel that the West Indies were as kind of assertive and intense with how they came at you guys compared to those 2 teams?
Oh, we didn't play them at Centurion, so it is a bit different. Obviously, we know conditions here quite well, and we know what is expected most of the time. So we just try and sort of go on that and use that as our advantage. It's really hard to compare with the different conditions to different teams as well, how they've gone about it. You can see things can happen quickly over here, and just try and do the basics for as long as possible for us, whether it's bowling or batting, and hopefully we come out on top.
Any other questions?
Where do you feel the tie is at the moment? Obviously you've got the lead still with the top orders out of the way already, and West Indies obviously have the win behind them.
Yeah, so hopefully tomorrow we can come up with a partnership. I think that's obviously going to be crucial for us to try and get a partnership. We bat till 11. I'm at 11, so we go all the way down. No, joking, but yeah, hopefully we can get 1 or 2 partnerships and get a decent lead. we'll take anything. Obviously, runs on the board is runs on the board, but hopefully we can come out tomorrow. And the middle order has been doing well, whether it's domestically in leagues or wherever it is. So hopefully they can come out tomorrow and stamp the authority and to show why they're here. That's going to be a crucial day tomorrow for us to show what they can do.
Great, for those, you want to wrap this up?
Can I just ask? Yeah, that's right. I mean, Jason Holder was in before you, and he was commemorating 150 wickets and 2,500 runs or whatever it was, and talking about like the milestones and how West Indies don't play so much that guys can rack up milestones. I mean, South Africa in a similar position, and you've got to fight for today. Do you think about things like that, and like when will I get my next whatever number wicket, or how important is that?
It's obviously special on the occasion when we get an opportunity to take a 5-4 to get one of those milestones. Playing 4 tests in a year, you don't really think much about. I don't know. You don't really think about. You just think about, okay, there is a test match somewhere, because you hardly play it. So I probably will never get to 50 test matches. That's going to take me another 7 years to get to 50 games, where I think some countries probably in the next few months they play 20 games. So it's hard. Yeah, you can't compare what the greats have done for South Africa in the past as well. They played a lot of test cricket. That was their main format, where now we sort of, like I said, 4 games, I think 8 games or 10 games in 2 years probably, not sure what it is exactly, but yeah, so it's very limited. And when we do get an opportunity, it's really nice to come out and just focus on what we have to do. I'm not going to say I'm dreaming about back home, sitting back home and thinking about when you're going to get a next opportunity to play a game and to take 5 first. When you get here, sort of that's when the switch goes on, I would say, for me.